Okay, hi everyone, good morning. Welcome for the first Pilates class live. So welcome everyone, we have 30 minutes. Hi, I'm gonna try to put it, no. Yeah. Okay, hi everyone. We are 3, 4, top. Hi everyone, my name is Manu, ik ben Manu. Dit is de eerste keer van Pilates, van Fresh Fitness. It's our first class virtual from Pilates, at least for me. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can follow it through, and don't forget to write some reviews or comments later. So if you are ready to start, we only gonna need a mat and some small space at your home. You don't need a big space. So let's start with it. Just simply, let's start by laying down on your back, on your spine. Let's spread those arms wide and take both of your knees to one side. So first, let's open up our lower back. Let's get ready. Let's on the core zone to a proper good workout. Alright, switch to the other side. Try if you can to relax here. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the ground. Feel that lower back a little bit. Dope. Let's do it one more time for each side. So please switch. And let's go for the last one. Just switch once again. Top. Release it off. Take your knees to the center, and our first objective is going to be our core. So please try this. Keep your feet closer to your butt, to your hips. Just focus on that core. Use the abs to push inside. So start to feel your lower back that goes against the ground. Try to always keep that head relaxed. Relax your neck. Relax those arms. Only feel a lot of strength of your abs. With them, we're going to learn how to push the lower back against the ground. Try to breathe in and out. Don't forget to breathe. Air comes in, air goes out. So start to focus on your lower. Now that lower back goes always against the ground. There is a lot of pressure between your lower back and the ground. So let's start with our first move. Try to always keep that core engaged, your core activated. Let's go for both of your knees, over your hips, and with your toes, try to go to a light touch on the ground without losing the lower back. Then we start again. So let's warm up really good that core. Let's feel that core. Don't forget your arms, they will be always relaxed. Don't forget your head, it will be always relaxed. levels. If you want something easier, try to touch closer to your hips. If you want something a little bit more challenging for that core, try to touch a little bit more far away. Not only your core here, it's working, also your abs, your lower back is against the ground, but start to feel those hip flexors, the ones here, next to your hips, in front of them. Okay, let's go for the last ones. And top, release it over a little bit. If you need to, you can reset your spine a little bit. Let's aim for a little bit of strength on the quadriceps, your hip flexors, and the stretch on your hamstrings and your calves out. So let's try it. Keep one of your legs bent, extend the other one, and with your toes, try to always flex with your foot and then point. Flex and point. Start to flex the moment you pull that leg to the ceiling. Start to point, and then we go down. Now focus on that core, it's always tight. Focus on your hips, they're always against the ground. Feel the amount of strength that comes from your quadriceps for not bending your knee, but feel also the amount of strength that comes from your hip flexors to pull the knee to you. That's our strength. Now start to feel the stretch, your hamstrings maybe your calves, depends on your stretch level, your mobility. As we have said in the morning, try not to forget your breathing. For me, it super works. Try to breathe in the moment you pull and breathe out the moment you go down. Let's go for only twice more. How's those hip flexors? Can you feel them pulling? This is our last. Top. Let's switch on the other side. Bend. Remember your foot. Flex, point, flex, point. Keep that core engaged. Your hips are on the ground. Flex, flex, flex. Feel the stretch. Point. Down we go. Don't forget about those arms. They will be always relaxed. Try not to grab your mat or your towel if you're working on a towel. Try to always relax. Don't forget about your head. Your neck will be always relaxed. So hips squared against the ground, core activated. Breathe in when you pull, breathe it out. Let's go for 3 more. For our last one. How's your hip flexors on the other side? And let's go for a little bit more. Let's activate now those hamstrings a little bit more. Take your heels the closest to your butt as you can. Squeeze those abs super tight. Let's go for our first hip bridge. So start to push the highest you can through your heels. Your arms so far they will be relaxed. So aim with your hips the highest, and then if you can, try to switch to your toes and push even higher. So start to feel maybe here a little bit of stretch on those hip flexors. Breathe in and out twice, and then use that core to push down, 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 down. The lower back hits the ground first, then your hips and your butt reset back to your heels. Breathe it in, breathe it out, push away. Switch to your toes. Arms relaxed. Remember your head and your neck, it's always relaxed. Use your core. Use the strength from your legs. Let's go for only 2 more. Take your time, there is no need to run. Here comes our last. Let's switch on our last one on the ground for a lot of strength on that core, especially here the center. So try to work with both of your legs, extend, try to keep both of your heels together, and let's focus on those quadriceps first. Squeeze your quadriceps as long as you can keep your knees always full extend. Now arms always relaxed, your head will be totally relaxed. Let's try to do some small circles. Try to feel how your core works like a driller. You need to drill a hole in the ground. Check those arms, it's really tempting to squeeze them against the ground. That will activate your neck and maybe your head. So relax your head, relax those arms. Now here you can stop as many times as you want. You can bend your knees, you can bring them on the ground. Reset, breathe in and breathe out, and then come back to the action. So this is your own workout. Try to find your own level. Even if you need to do only 1 or 2 circles, it's also good. Let's go for our last 30 seconds. Try to always focus here a lot of your core. Morning, Manu. Hi Manu. Tamara, hi. Maria, hi. Lena, Laolina, hi. Michael, hi. Last 10 seconds here. Stop it out, release a little bit. Let's go for our first roll-ups. So our first goal is a lot of strength here of your core, and also a lot of strength on the back, on your whole spine. So please come lay down here. Take both of your arms over your head. Now let's play a little bit with that core. Try to take your lower back off the ground. Try to, with your abs, start to push them against the ground. Now bring those hands higher forward. Now lift your head, that means take the chin to your chest. Start to use that core to lift your shoulder blades. And let's go for a perfect roll up. Let's sit up super straight, so use the back ones to push as much as you can. And then with a lot of control, round your spine. And easy we go down, down, down. Keep that tension on the core, it's always pushing inside until your arms are over your head. Then we reset, that means try to lift your lower back off the ground. Try to activate that core, feel the lower back goes against the ground. And let's go for a second one. Double check on those shoulders, they will be always, or they need to be always away from your ears, not higher, away. Then we go down. Try to double check on those arms and those shoulders. You can roll them a little bit. Play with your core again. Goes off, goes against. Let's go for the third roll up. It's going to do it only twice more. Down we're going to go. Let's go for our last one. Lower back goes off. Lower back goes against the ground. Open and push. and try to pop up that chest as higher as you can. Squeeze from your abs like somebody's grabbing your spine and it's pulling it up. And we go down, down, down with a lot of control. Now let's work a little bit tougher. That means we're gonna work a little bit faster and try to use more your arms. No matter what, those hands and your arms, they're always gonna go higher. So focus on your spine, focus on your arms, focus on your core. Try again. Lower back goes off, lower back goes against. And those arms, no matter what, always do the selling. Start to push, push, push. Now start to reach the highest you can. Then easy, down we go. So let's add on a little bit of speed. For those ones that you need a little bit more help to go up, here comes your option and try to push the highest you can. When you cannot go higher anymore, drop one of your elbows and help yourself a little bit to push. And then try to reach something that you have in the ceiling. And down we're gonna go. Let's go for only 2 more. Lower back goes off. Lower back goes against. Reach, push. Push from behind, the big ones on your back. Try to squeeze those quadriceps also to keep your legs on the ground. Down we're gonna go. And let's go for our last one. Top and down we go. Prima. Let's switch now a little bit for strengthen that core, strengthen your arms, and also we are not going to forget stretch on our hamstrings, but also strength once again, quadriceps and hip flexors. We're going to need to stay still on our spine or our back. We're going to go for a little bit of stretch. So let's try this. Bend both of your legs on the ground, squeeze that core super tight, and bring your chin next to your chest first. Then use those abs to lift both of the shoulder blades. And let's go for stretch. That means extend with your arms. Try to start to pull that leg and grab it. How much can you pull that leg to you through the strength on those arms? Try to breathe in and out only twice. Reset that leg. First goes to the ground, and then we go easy down. Arms over your head. So we're going to start to challenge again that core. If you can, remember like before, lower back goes off, that core pushes, chin goes to the chest. Use the core first to lift your shoulder blades off. Extend one of your legs, try to grab it, and start to pull it to you. You can grab, if your flexibility is good, you can go really higher and pull, and if it's not, try to grab it below, a little bit lower, try to pull. Release it over. First the leg goes to the ground, then we go easy down. Arms over your head. Again, play with your core. Learn how to use that core. Now let's talk about those shoulders, those arms. The moment you grab something, try to avoid bringing your shoulders higher and hide your neck. You're going to do totally the opposite. Elbows a little bit lower, shoulders lower, and we pull to us. Remember, if you can go a little bit higher, take it higher, but don't hide your head. Always keep it low. Down we go. First the leg, then we go down. Let's go for our last one. Let's switch again on our legs. Extend. Release your leg. Easy down. So far, how was it? Are you still okay? I hope you are. Of course, I cannot get an answer back, but I Hope you are there at home. Let's switch, let's turn around, let's work a lot of strength now on our front part. That's how it's going to be our chest, our shoulders, triceps, and a lot of our core. When we say the core, we say the abs, plus that lower back and your butt. So let's turn around. Let's try to do it. Try to keep your chest on the ground and those hands closer to those shoulders. Now start to squeeze those abs. At the same time you squeeze your legs and your butt. So your butt and your legs, they should be tight and stronger. And start to lift your chest alongside with those arms. Try to lift them and try to open to the sides a little bit. Then bring them back closer. Let's go for an easy, super easy stretch. Drop your knees, push the ground twice, and then bring those hips backwards. And let's go for a big stretch on that spine. Then easy release it, start to round your spine. And down we go by bending your elbows closer, if you can, to those ribs. Let's do that again. Toes on the ground, squeeze your butt and your legs, squeeze that core. Try to lift your chest, try to lift those arms. If you want to, you can open them to the sides. Bring them back to you. Drop your knees. Twice. We're gonna push. Let's try to keep the knees. Let's go for the last one. I'm gonna bring my knees closer so you can see it on the video. Round your spine when you come forward. And down we go. Now let's get a little bit more tougher, shall we? A little bit more strength. Let's try this. Same as before, toes on the ground, lift, knees off, butt squeeze, that means your glutes, squeeze that core, abs, plus your lower back. Now start to lift a little bit more, but this time with your arms, try to point forward. Extend them forward. Pull them back to you, those elbows comes to the ribs. Let's do one more. Pull them back. Now I will let you choose. The moment you push, you can always drop your knees to push twice. Or you can work without your knees to push twice. Once you got it, let's go for a lot of stretch. Start to aim for that spine. Now we're gonna go a little bit more backwards if you can. Easy forward. If you want to here, again, you can choose. You can drop your knees to go down, or you can do it even a little bit tougher with much more strength. It's without your knees. Let's go again. Knees, butt, core, arms, chest lift, point twice, forward it goes, elbows to your ribs, forward it goes, elbows to ribs. Remember your options, twice we're going to push. I'm going to show you with the knees. It goes one, then goes twice, knees off, start to stretch. So how much can you push? Your goal here, it's, this is your spine. Try to keep it super, super straight. As straight as you can, and super backwards. Come to the front, and down we go. Let's go for one more. Toes, core, lift, point, twice. Last part, last stretch. How much can you push? Remember, try to extend your spine, try to breathe in and out all the time. Try to keep it a little bit longer. In 3, in 2, in one, then simply release it. Down we go. How's your spine? Let's focus now on a little bit of stretch and mobility, shall we? Let's get into our last almost part. Keep your knees on the ground, just underneath your hips if you can. Keep those hands underneath your chest on the same line. Choose one of your arms, grab it, and just bring it, start to rotate so that shoulder goes against the ground or on the ground. Now here I will ask you not to do any kind of strength. Here you should relax. Release it, switch, we have two sides. Other arm goes. Nice. Release it off. Let's go for one more time, each one of your sides. If you want, you can play a little bit with your spine. You can do it later, don't worry. So feel the rotation comes from the mid part of your back. Feel maybe one of your shoulder blades, it's opening a little bit. Let's switch on the last one. Release it over. Now let's play with our spine. Let's keep, this is one of the easiest, but one of the favorites. Knees underneath your hips, just to round your spine. Hide your head inside. Use your abs to push. Hide your hips forward. How much can you push? Now we're going to go for the opposite. How much can you push first your hips to the back of a room? How much can you squeeze your lower back? And try to always keep that head pointing your eyes a little bit to the front, not too much, just a little bit. And let's go again. Go for only 2 more times. Play with that spine. So give some flexibility to your whole spine, vertebra by vertebra. Let's go for the last one. And using your abs, remember, squeeze them inside. Last one. Hips goes backwards. And simply release it off a little bit. So go for the last one. This is how we have started this morning. It's basically for a lot of mobility and stretch for your lower back. We're gonna go a little bit deeper. That means lay down again on your spine. Keep both of your knees over your hips, arms wide. Take both of your legs to one side. But this time, if you can, hold your shoulder blades on the ground. But the top leg, try to extend and push it lower. And if you can, try to pull it higher. Perfect. Let's switch on the other side. Press your knees. I hope you guys, you have some room. I think if I extend my leg, I will totally kick something here. But try it. Otherwise, you can always move a little bit. Try to extend. As I said to you before, both of your shoulder blades, they are not off the ground. They will be on the ground. Try to relax here. It's not about maintaining strength. So use your arms, just use one of your arms just to push a little bit lower and hold it. Let's release it. Let's do it one more time. Hit one of your sides. Shoulder blades on the ground. Knees first. Extend later. Push it down. If you can, with the arm, remember, you can pull a little bit. It's not a lot of strength. It's just a little bit of here holding it. Try to relax both of your legs. Try to relax your lower back. So you might start to feel it maybe here on the chest because it's opening. You might feel it here on the side of your ribs. That's your lower back and a little bit lower. You might feel it here on the sides, your glutes, your butt. Release it off. Let's go for one more on the other side, the last one. Gonna turn a little bit. Release it. Let's go for the last one. Lay down on your spine, just simply extend both of your legs. Try to just simply don't use absolutely anything. Relax your head, your neck, your arms on the ground, just for the last minute. Try to relax here. Arms a little bit, move your head a little bit. You can stay still as long as you can hear and watch a little bit. Okay guys, that was our first, or my first Pilates class for Fresh Fitness. I hope you have trained, I hope you have worked your strength, your stretch and a little bit of some mobility. I hope you stay safe, stay inside. I hope this coronavirus solves really soon. Keep an eye open for the Facebook just for quick updates. We might upload to the Facebook page. Thank you very much. Don't shake hands, but wash your hands. See you next one. Tot volgende week op donderdagmorgen. Doei allemaal.